Hi, doing this a little bit differently this time. This is going to be a video update rather than the newsletter printed or emailed update because sometimes it's just easier to just push play instead of trying to craft a new document. So this is going to be broken down into 4 H's. The first is Holy Cannoli, it's early. The second one is Honduras, followed by Homeowners Association, HOA, followed by health. So Holy Cannoli. I have been scheduled for weeks now to present an international webinar tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. because people will be tuning in from Africa and Australia and South Central Asia and South America and North America. And this was the one time that made it possible for all of them to combine their viewing. The problem is the time changed last night, and so it'll actually be 5 a.m. when I am in front of this very same ring light presenting to these people from all over the world. This is a new to me organization. They have had zero training when it comes to understanding and equipping MKs, and I am thrilled by this opportunity to speak with them for an hour, a little over an hour, very early tomorrow morning. And the second H is Honduras. On Tuesday, I will be flying to Honduras and joining an organization there that has asked me to be their keynote speaker for a conference happening up in the mountains somewhere. And I am once again thrilled to, well, number one, add a new country to the list of countries that I visited, but also to get to keynote at this conference with a lot of families who are there who have never had, again, like the thing I'm doing tomorrow morning, they have never had any training on MKs, what their needs are, what their challenges are, what their great assets are, and how to equip them for flourishing and achieving in their future lives. So again, thrilled to have been invited and so excited about going. And I have got in my bag an entire pharmacy to try and help me to avoid that thing called Montezuma's revenge that people who go to those countries usually come down with at some point. So I am fully prepared and so excited to meet not only with the adults of this big organization there, but also with their teenagers. I'll be spending an evening with their teenagers and unpacking a bunch of stuff with them. Homeowners Association. Some of you have been following that fiasco. Back in August, if you remember, I finally had to hire an attorney after 4 years of begging my association to do something about the broken foundation under my garage, which has caused half of my house to sink and caused some pretty extreme interior damage to my home as well. They are, according to my attorney and by all evidence, they are just slow moving this on purpose. They're dragging their feet. I think they're hoping that I'll just go away. I have reduced what I'm asking from them to the bare minimum. I am no longer asking them to raise the house back to where it's supposed to be. I am asking them to fully repair all the interior damage, including the paint, which they're saying they won't do, to fix the steps into the garage that are on a slant, and most importantly, to write me a letter based on their structural engineer's findings that states that my house is no longer sinking. Because I believe that it is, and I believe that once this is all over, I'm going to have to sell my house and move to another place. With the market being what it is right now, it's going to take a miracle for me to find another home in this area that isn't a huge step down from what I have here. But again, I can't even contemplate selling my home until I have that affidavit from their structural engineer saying that it is safe to move into and that the slanted floor in my bedroom is no longer an indication that the house is sinking. So if you would pray, please, for a quick resolution. This has been going on for so long, and I'm so sick of the attorney's bills, and their bills are racking up too, so I don't understand why they're being so just obtuse and stubborn. But please pray that they will just give in and do this bare minimum to allow me to get my house fixed and, when the miracle happens, to move into another place. And then finally, health. I'll leave this very vague for now, but I'm scheduled for minor surgery in May that has to do with the breast cancer that I've gone through in the last 5 years. And I am seeing my doctor on Tuesday morning before I leave for Honduras, my surgeon. And I am praying, and I hope you'll pray with me, that he can move that surgery date up into April so that I have recovery in May and then can be fully functional for all of the activities of June, July, and August. So that's it. Those are the 4 H's. Please pray for safety in travel, but most importantly, pray that the information that I have to give will be the information these parents and these TCKs need to hear. So just pray that God will filter through and sort through all the information in my mind and make sure that I say the right things to the right people at the right time. I remain so grateful that this is my life, that I get to do this. I love what I do. I hope it's impactful. I hope hope it's bearing fruit. I believe it is. And I could be doing none of this without those of you who pray for me and give to the work and encourage me in so many ways. So I'll check in again after all this is over, but I would value your prayers for the above. Thank you so much and have a great day.